Hello and welcome to this instructional video from expressnet.com.au. Today we're looking at how to add custom MIME types to your hosting package, allowing your website to contain and serve non-standard file types. Before we look at how to add a new custom MIME type, let's take a minute to discuss what they are, why you need them, and how you would know that you need to create a custom one. A MIME type, which is spelled M-I-M-E, describes a sort of resource that your web server needs to serve to the user. For example, a HTML page, an image, a video, and so on. Each file extension needs its own MIME type so that the server knows how to serve the resource to your website visitors. Your standard Expressnet.com.au hosting package already includes the standard MIME types for the majority of common resources, but if you have a non-standard resource that you would like to use, they need to be added manually. The way that you can tell whether you need to add a custom MIME type is by browsing to the resource on the website. If you have the correct path and the server returns a 404 error indicating page not found, that would be an indication that a custom MIME type is required. A good example of a custom MIME type would be a streaming flash video with a .flv file extension, as these are not included by default with your hosting package. So, now we know what a MIME type is and why we need to add custom ones, let's look at how you would go about setting that up. As with other modifications to your hosting package, it is achieved via the Helm control panel. When you signed up for your hosting package with expressnet.com.au, you would have received a welcome email from us containing the relevant URLs, usernames and passwords. So here we are at the main Helm control panel on the home page, and what we need to do is modify our domain. So we're going to click the domains icon in the center of the screen here. What we'll see on the screen is a list of the domains that we have on file. In our case we only have one, which is expressnetdemo.com.au. If you've got multiple, they'll all be listed here. Custom MIME types are allocated to a domain, so you need to select the domain that you want it applied to. So we're going to do that just by clicking here on the domain of choice. This now takes us into the domain configuration page. And what we'll see if we scroll down the page here at the bottom, right in the middle we have an item called MIME types. Now that's what we're going to change, so we'll click on there, and we'll be shown a list of the custom MIME types that we have on file at the moment. As you can see, we don't have any. We're going to need to add a new one, and we'll do that by clicking the Add New button over here on the right. So we're presented with the MIME type screen here, and it contains two fields, extension and content type. The extension refers to the file extension of the resource. So in our example of a streaming flash video, our file extension is .flv. So we're going to enter that in here, .flv. So they match up to exactly the extension on the resource you're trying to serve. The content type field explains to the web server how it would go about serving this content to your visitors. Now the best way to establish which string of text to put in here is to either surf the web searching for MIME type and the extension that you're looking to add, or consulting the documentation of the application used to create the file. In our case for .flv, we know that the content type is video/x-flv. So once we've got that right, we can click the save button and it will store that custom MIME type on the domain for us, and everything will be working. What we can now do is go back to the web, surf to the resource which previously would have given us the error 404, and the web server will now serve it correctly as expected. So that's it, pretty easy to set up. So feel free to add as many custom MIME types as you need. If you need any further help with your domain management or any of your web hosting needs, please feel free to drop us an email or give us a call. We'll be happy to help you out. See you later.